Hi, Bengals. Mr. Arce here. These are the instructions for Monday's assignment, December 7th. What you guys are going to be doing today is going to be doing or working on, we've done this before, it's a Google Live slide. When you guys go in here, this is your assignment for when you come into Monday. So, political influence of outside countries. So, we're going to be learning as far as what influences did other countries have on Central and South America, specifically a lot of Central America that we're going to be looking at. So when you go in here, make sure you kind of review here so you have some key elements that you want to look at. So British Commonwealth, obviously, those indicate that they're under British, somewhat British colony, British control, right? Then you have red are territories to where they're territories of or a part of those regions. And these are still the case for a lot of, as far as even today, as far as having those influences. So when you go to the next slide, you're going to have, make sure you read uh, these little captions. So it says seven territories in the Caribbean are part of the list. According to the UN, non-self-governing territories are defined as territories whose people have not yet attained a full measure of self-government. When you click on this, this is a hyperlink at the top. When you click on this hyperlink, it is going to tell you and explain non-self-governing territories and what some of those are. You can even see what year, um, some of those were established, what countries they're under. So there's a bunch of different ones. Once you go to this next video, or next slide, make sure you are watching the video. Puerto Rico, part of the U.S. Why is that? So is Puerto Rico a state, a commonwealth, or an independent nation? Make sure you watch that video. This next part, the 51st state. Puerto Rico has been a U.S. territory since it was acquired from Spain in the treaty that ended the Spanish American War in 1998. Today, all Rico citizens, Puerto Ricans are now U.S. citizens, but residents of the island can vote in presidential elections and have just one non-voting representative in Congress. For decades, Puerto Rican activists and politicians have tried to change this by pushing to make Puerto Rico a state. So they are trying to make it a state. In June, Puerto Rico's congressional representative introduced a bill that would enable the territory to become a state by 2021. The bill faces an uphill battle in Congress. So make sure you read all of this as far as the information about it. Some other facts, these are just facts that are listed about Puerto Rico. And then this last part, you're gonna be writing. So treat this like a discussion question. Make sure you write like at least 3 sentences based on what you learned today. Do you think Puerto Rico should become a U.S. state? Why or why not? Use fact from today's lesson. So make sure you pull facts. I think we talked about this in class the other day. Make sure you're using actual evidence that you just read, that you just watched in your writing. So you do have a sentence starter here. Puerto Rico should or should not become a U.S. state because, and then explain why. Okay. You guys have any questions? As always, make sure you reach out to your teachers, ask questions in Zoom meetings, or send emails or messages through Schoology. You guys have a good day.